US administration continues its attempts to force India to give up Russian oil under the false pretext of allegedly financing the conflict in Ukraine. In your opinion, what are the true reasons for this pressure?
Истинная причина заключается в том, что президент Трамп.
The real reasons lie in the fact that President Trump declared the need for the United States to actively defend its national interests. These include the aggressive promotion of its goods to international markets among its partners and the elimination of competition, in this case, the Russian Federation, under the pretext of the war in Ukraine. But our Indian colleagues have already responded to calls to stop buying oil from Russia. They basically proceed from the position that if the US wants to sell something to India, including oil, then India is ready to sit at the table and discuss conditions.
Покупать в России нефть, они, в принципе, исходят из того, что если Соединенные Штаты хотят что-то Индии продать, включая и нефть, то Индия готова сесть за стол переговоров и обсудить условия. А то, как и каким образом торговать с другими странами, включая с Россией, это, в общем, относится к российской Индии.
But the way in which and with whom to trade, including with Russia, this belongs to Russian-Indian relations. This position has been set out both by Prime Minister Modi and by Foreign Minister Jaishankar. And I believe this position reflects the national interest and national dignity of our Indian friends.
Спасибо.
Добрый день, Сергей Монин, агентство Brazil de Fato. Бразилия играла активную роль в попытке быть посредником.
Brazil played an active role in attempting to mediate the conflict in Ukraine. How do you assess Brazil's current contacts in this context, in the context of building a multipolar world?
У нас очень тесные отношения с бразильскими друзьями. Я был на саммите БРИКС и на...
We have very close relations with our Brazilian friends. I was at the BRICS summit, and at the meeting of foreign ministers we had detailed conversations with both President Lula and Foreign Minister Mauro Vieira. We value Brazil's position, which, already a couple of years ago, contained proposals to contribute to solving humanitarian problems in particular. Well, these humanitarian problems are being solved in line with those views put forward by our Brazilian friends. By the way, the Africans, led by South Africa, also formulated similar ideas. And humanitarian issues are being resolved. Prisoners are being exchanged, bodies returned, problems of separated families addressed. Ukrainians had long claimed that tens of thousands of children had gone missing, and that Russia had taken them away. When our delegations once again met in Istanbul, Russia insisted, "Please, give us a list of these children. This is a serious matter." After persistent requests, the Ukrainians gave us a list of 339 children.
Детей пропали, и Россия, значит, их вывезла. Когда встречались в очередной раз в Стамбуле делегации России и Украины, наша делегация настаивала: дайте нам, пожалуйста, список этих детей. Это же серьезный вопрос. После долгих уговоров настойчивых украинцы передали список из 339 детей. Из них большая часть оказалась не детьми, а взрослыми и никаким образом не относящихся к нахождению на территории Российской Федерации. Большая часть оказалась не в России, а в Европе. Поэтому вот эти гуманитарные вопросы нужно решать по-честному, и мы ценим, что Бразилия выступает именно за это. Что касается...
Most of them turned out not to be children at all, but adults, with no relation to Russia. Most of them were not even in Russia, but in Europe. That is why such humanitarian issues must be solved honestly, and we value that Brazil is advocating exactly for that. As for the political aspects of regulation, we explained to our Brazilian colleagues and our other BRICS partners what President Putin has repeatedly emphasized as the main conditions for a sustainable settlement: remove the root causes of the conflict, eliminate the security threats to Russia that the West created with the involvement of the Ukrainian regime, and fully restore the rights of Russians and Russian speakers, which in Ukraine are prohibited by law. That will guide our ongoing cooperation. Thank you very much.